Have you ever borrowed or spent money, not for yourself, but to keep other people happy? I've seen this happen with my clients. One has borrowed money para sa kanyang tita na nangailangan ng tulong. And para na rin sa kanyang kapatid na kailangan ng pambayad ng tuition. Yung isa naman kahit stable yung kanyang income abroad, lagi pa rin tang nauubos kasi nga hindi siya makatanggi sa kanyang barkada pag nagyayatong mag-travel or kumain or manood ng sine. Mabuti ang puso ng mga taong to kaya lang sila yung laging nalulubog sa utang. Hello, ako si Jay and I help overseas Filipinos achieve financial clarity so they can retire before 60. If you wanna apply for coaching, you can check the link below or itong QR code dito sa screen na to. In this video, I'll show you the people-pleasing cycle, which is the hidden pattern that keeps overseas Filipinos broke, no matter how high their income may be. And let me draw it for you. Itong cycle na to starts with the request na baka naman pwedeng humiram ng konti lang. Pwedeng ito yung pamilya mo or kaibigan mo, anyone na nasa circle mo. And of course, dahil naiya kang tumanggi, you say yes. Now, this leads to debt or overspending kasi you might go out of your budget just to please other people. Or baka nga magalaw pa nito yung savings mo para lang mapakita na kaya mong tulungan ibang tao. And the worst part, dahil nahihiya ka na tumanggi, you carry the guilt. Feeling mo selfish ka kapag inuuna mo yung sarili mo. And the next time na lumapit sila, the cycle continues. As long as you can't say no, you'll just keep going around in circles. And worse, hindi ka makaalis sa utang. So bakit mo mahirap tumanggi kahit alam mong masasaktan ng finances mo? Una na dyan is yung fear of rejection. Maraming natatakot na kapag hindi sila tumulong, hindi na sila mamahalin or tanggapin ng ibang tao. Ang totoong issue dito is not just generosity. It's the fear of being disliked. Kaya they keep saying yes to gain approval. Now the next thing is family and cultural pressure. Bilang overseas Filipino, expected ka na lifeline ng pamilya mo. Kapag hindi ka nagbigay, baka matawag kang madamot or nakalimot ka na. Ang problema kasi is lumaki tayo sa culture na ang pagmamahal ay nasusukat kung gaano kalaking sakripisyo na gawa mo. Kahit ikaw mismo ang magsakripisyo ng future mo. Pero I think ganoon naman talaga pag may pamilya ka. The only challenge is minsan nagiging abuso na. At nahirapan na tayo mag-set ng boundaries para sa sarili natin. Kaya hindi ka talaga makapag-build ng iyong future. Another thing is it's easier to say yes. Mas madali kasi ito kaysa magpaliwanag at harapin yung conflict. In the moment, it feels peaceful kasi walang away and wala kang guilt na na-experience. Pero ang kapalit nito is debt, stress, at delayed goals para sa sarili mo. Isa pang dahilan is itong tinatawag ko na guilt and shame loop. Minsan pag sinubukan mo na tumanggi, parang ang bigat, di ba? Yan yung feeling of guilt. And you also feel ashamed kasi parang ikaw ang masama. Kaya the next time na may humingi uli sa'yo, mabilis ka na lang mag-yes kahit hindi na kaya ng budget mo. And that's how the cycle repeats. Kaya ang challenge dito is not just for those who don't know how to handle their finances eh. It's really much deeper. Ito yung cause ng fear, pressure, and guilt. And not until you face that, no amount of income will ever feel enough. At para ma-break itong people-pleasing cycle na to, you need to change how you see every yes and every no. Tandaan mo na every time you say yes to avoid being disliked, you're actually saying no to your own financial future. Ang tawag dyan is opportunity cost. When you do something now, you're delaying something later. Or when you spend money for something, you're not spending money on the other important things. Your responsibility is not to say yes to everything. Your responsibility is to protect your financial security and your family's future. So paano mo ito masisimulan bilang isang overseas Filipino? Let me share some practical steps that you can take to break the cycle of people-pleasing. It doesn't mean that you have to stop caring. It just means that you set clear boundaries so you can help without destroying your future. The first thing that you can do here is to create a generosity bucket. Mag-allocate ka ng fixed na amount every month para sa tulong, para sa pamilya mo, kaibigan mo, or anyone who asks. Kapag naubos na to, well, it's over. Next month na uli. This way, nakakatulong ka pa rin pero hindi ka nalulubog sa utang. The next step is to be honest. Practice simple lines like, I'd love to help pero hindi kaya ng budget ko right now. Kasi nga, may pinag-ipunan ako, pwede mo ring sabihin na if you are really struggling, sabihin mo. Wala namang masama dun eh. Kasi nga, nag-struggle ka naman talaga eh, di ba? Mahirap dito is you keep trying, helping kahit alam mo na wala ka na. Again, you cannot give what you don't have. One of my clients was invited ng kanyang mga kaibigan to watch a concert. And medyo malaki yung price nitong ticket na to. Kaya instead of saying yes, Sinabi niya talaga na pass muna ako dito kasi I'm still paying off my debts. So yun, nakalusot na siya. Hindi na siya kinulit ng mga kaibigan niya. It was direct, it was honest, and you know what? Nirespeto siya ng kaibigan niya. Ganun naman talaga mga tunay na kaibigan, di ba? We respect each other's decisions. At sa totoo lang, most people will respect your boundaries if you communicate them clearly. And very recently lang may nag-DM sa akin sa Messenger na humihingi ng pera. 10K lang naman daw. I told him, yung totoo, na nakaset na yung aking expenses for the month. And also, ang priority ko is para makapagpadala ng mas malaking pera dahil my father is currently undergoing dialysis eh. Actually, medyo matagal na. Pero what I did for this person is I offered this next step, which is to give him solutions. Ito yung madalas kong ginagawa if somebody asks money from me. So instead of handing out money, I try to give them opportunities. I either hire them para tulungan ako sa aking content creation if may skills sila na makakatulong sa aking business. I also give them items na hindi ko na ginagamit sa bahay. And I tell them na ibenta mo na lang to. Yung pera na makukuha mo dito is sa'yo na. Or I lead them to someone who can give them opportunities or probably a side hustle. So dito pinapakita ko na they can still provide value to other people. Not just ask money. Kasi minsan yun yung nagiging default eh. Na kapag nawalan ako ng pera, the first step for me kontakin itong taon to. So ayaw natin na maging part yun ng habit nila. Kasi kung hindi, ikaw din na magsasuffer niyan in the end. At kung talagang urgent and emergency cases na, I only give a portion of the money na kaya kong ibigay. And also, I treat it as a gift. Hindi utang para wala na expectations and wala na rin samaan ng loob. That way, I'm still helping pero it's in a way that will empower them. And most importantly, it doesn't destroy my financial plan. And isa pang bonus to solve this problem is to have an accountability partner. You need to find someone na kaya mong pagkatiwalaan. Kasi when you're tempted to say yes, kausapin mo muna sila. And they'll remind you to stick to your plan. For example, itong isa kong client who is on track of being debt-free in the next 6 months. Pero kinausap siya nung kanyang co-worker and friend na rin na baka pwedeng maging co-borrower para sa boyfriend niya na pupunta ng Germany para magtrabaho. At dahil nandun na nga siya sa momentum of getting out of debt, she felt na she had to pause. And she spoke to her partner who's also good in handling his finances. Kaya binalikan niya yung kaibigan niya and she politely declined. That one decision protected her from taking on someone else's liability while she's fixing her own finances. And that's the power of having an accountability partner. So, saying yes to everything doesn't make you a better person. It only keeps you stuck in people-pleasing cycle. High income, pero walang ipon at minsan baon pa sa utang. But when you start setting boundaries, being honest, and protecting your own financial security, that's when you financially break free. Pero meron pang isang trap that you need to watch out for. Kasi many of us Filipinos lose millions without even noticing it. Not because of people pleasing, but because of hidden fees. Kaya you can click this video and I'll show you how fees silently eat away at your hard-earned money. Also, if you're earning well but feel stuck in the cycle of debt, confusion, and people pleasing, I can help you build a roadmap that gives you clarity, control, and confidence with your money. So apply for coaching now by clicking the link below or by scanning this QR code. See you sa next video.